Hi, pupils, class 5. I welcome you all to our science lesson. Our lesson today is animals. Last time we talked about classification of animals, whereby we said that animals are classified into two, that is vertebrates and invertebrates. We said vertebrates are animals with a backbone, whereby we said vertebrates are classified into warm-blooded, whereby we said that is constant body temperature, cold-blooded, varying body temperature. Warm-blooded, we talked about mammals and birds. Cold-blooded, we talked about the reptiles, fish, and amphibians. We said vertebrates are animals with a backbone which runs from the head to the tail. Today, you want to see birds, characteristics of birds. When you are in class 4, the teacher defined for you what is a characteristic, whereby he said characteristics is a behavior that is shown by an animals, and the animals, they have different characteristics. Birds, characteristics of birds: 1, their feet are covered with scales. 2, they are warm-blooded. When we talk about warm-blooded, we mean their body temperature is constant, does not change. 3, the female and the male usually mate, and thus the female will lay already fertilized eggs. So we say the eggs are fertilized internally. 4, they have wings. For what purpose? Wings to fly. 5, they have claws and talons. 6, they are covered with feathers, that's their body. Lastly, they have beaks for feeding. Note these pupils: most of the birds use their wings to fly. Birds that fly include the parrot, dove, weaverbird, eagle, hawk, vulture, and the crested crane. Pupils: birds that are not able to fly are called flightless birds. Flightless birds, they are unable to fly, they can't fly. And they include ostrich, kiwi, and the penguin. Number 3, reptiles. Reptiles, characteristics of reptiles. Reptiles, remember, they are cold-blooded, meaning their body temperature changes. Characteristics of reptiles are as follows: they have 4 limbs, except the snake. They have dry skulls. They are cold-blooded. They lay fertilized eggs, that is, their eggs are fertilized before being laid. They have internal fertilization. When we talk about internal fertilization, the male and the female, they mate, so they lay already fertilized eggs. Reptiles breathe through the lungs. Pupils: some examples of reptiles include the snake, tortoise, chameleon, turtle, alligator, crocodile, lizard, and gecko. Pupils, to hide from these predators. Predators is another name for enemies. For example, a chameleon changes its color to match its surrounding. If it is in a green background, it will change to look as if it is green. It is green, so that whenever the predator or the enemy comes across, it is unable to spot the chameleon. Such behavior of changing color is called camouflaging. Camouflaging is that ability or tendency of a chameleon to change its color. Number 4, amphibians. Characteristics of amphibians pupils are as follows. They have external fertilization. The adult amphibians breathe using lungs, moist skin, and a mouth cavity, whereas the young amphibians use external gills to breathe for breathing. Pupils, the young amphibian is called tadpole. Characteristic number 3, they lay unfertilized eggs in water. That is, their eggs have to be fertilized by the male once laid on the water. Characteristic number 4 of amphibians is they live partly on land and partly in water. Characteristic 5, they have moist skins. Characteristic number 6, they are cold-blooded. Some examples of amphibians are frogs, salamanders, toads, and newts. Pupils, we move to number 5. Fish. Characteristics of fish: they live in water. 2, they are covered with scales. 3, they lay unfertilized eggs in water. That is, their eggs are fertilized by the male once laid. Characteristic number 4, they have external fertilization. 6, they breathe by means of internal gills. 7, they have fins. 8, they are cold-blooded. Note this, take this into consideration. Some of the examples of fish include the shark, tilapia, Nile barge, omeno, commonly known as dagar, and trout. Pupils, jellyfish, and starfish are not true fish. Pupils, up to that point, we have come to the end of our science lesson, whereby we have looked on characteristics of birds, characteristics of reptiles, characteristics of amphibians, and the characteristics of fish. Those ones, plus what we had said earlier, they are what we call vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with backbone. Inshallah, next lesson, we are going to have a look on invertebrates. Invertebrates, these are animals without backbone. Go through the lesson, understand the characteristics of each. Until next lesson, inshallah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.